What is up, guys?
And welcome back to the new account challenge.
Last episode, we was working on Act 5, Chapter 1, and we got through it. So now we're on Chapter 2, which is going to be a little bit more difficult, obviously. I primarily worry about the Collector. I know they nerfed him at some point. It's been a minute since I fought him last. But I still think he's probably going to be a real roadblock and a pain for this new account. So my plan is today, before we start on Chapter 2, I'm going to go and farm up some revives. So I'm working on the Apothecary now. And I'll go ahead and finish out Act 1. I think I can still have a few quests I can do. I sure do. So we have, let's see, 3 quests we can do in Act 1 to grab some more 20% revives. And we can potentially do some Act 3 as well. Maybe there's, I think, like 3 paths on some of the quests in there. So not 100% sure if I'm going to do that yet or not. But we'll see. We'll see. And we're up to almost 1,000 units. Because the ultimate game plan today is that we want to try to get through 5.2. I don't know if it's going to happen. Like I said, the Collector is an absolute pain in the ass. And I already know he's going to be. But we'll do the best we can. So let's get started. Alright, I just devoured some Doritos and we are in gamer mode, boys. We got Act 1, 100%. We got over 1,200 units. And we got probably like 6 revives or something like that. 20%ers. So you know what that means. It's time to go and defeat all of Act 5 Chapter 2. And we're going to ruin the Collector. That's right. He's going to go down today. I'm going to ruin him. And he's not going to defeat me because I eat a bunch of Doritos and I'm in gamer mode. Yeah, boys, you know what that incredible ASMR was? It was me turning on Ultra Gamer Mode with more Doritos. And we were asked by one viewer to break down each path in 5.2 because they were stuck. And, of course, I'm more than happy to. Unfortunately, I won't be able to record each individual fight because that would take a million years with my current roster. Even sped up to 10x speed, it would still probably be like an hour-long video. But yeah, let's see what we're going to do for this first quest. Let's see here. None of these fights really look too awful bad. I remember this quest though because you can spawn to one of the teleporters where you only have to do like 2 fights or something like that at the end. So that makes this particular quest significantly easier. Let's see what we got. I think we're going to go over here and then that will lead us to here, which will lead us to there. Yeah. Yep. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here to Black Panther and I'll probably use Wolverine for him. And again, this is just my roster. I know you know, you guys probably have better characters than what I'm currently using trying to get through this. And that's the reason I can't record each individual fight. I will record an individual fight if I find it difficult. And I think that, you know, there's a certain niche to it that needs to be met. But, you know, for the most part, I believe that these fights will be pretty easy. It's just a matter of getting through them. Power Shield is the global node for this quest. But yeah, we're going to use Wolverine for Black Panther, probably Miles for Loki, probably Howard the Duck for Storm. I can't remember if anybody spawns right before the teleporter here. So if they do, we'll figure out who we're going to use for them. And if not, then we're going to teleport to C. So that way we don't have to do as many fights. We're just going in here for initial clear anyway. Then we're probably going to use Howard the Duck for Wolverine and probably Miles or Nick Fury for Iron Man, and then we'll just, you know, use whoever's left. If everybody's alive, optimally, we would like to probably use Howard for the boss fight here against Psylocke. We'll check her node right quick. She has Vitality Rush and critical resistance. Oh, no, sorry, critical hits. Will increase critical hit rate by 1%. So, okay, not too bad. I'm going to get through this quest, and I'll see you in the next one. Down goes first quest, and the boss Psylocke, I decided to use Nick Fury. Went pretty smooth. Like I've said before, his damage is a lot better than the other characters that I'm currently stuck with. Hopefully we can try to move forward with 6-star sooner rather than later, but we may be waiting for a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next quest, and we'll break down which path that we want to take. We didn't have to use any revives there, which I didn't really expect to. That's a very easy quest. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, so everything is hidden except for this path over here, but I'm not doing that. That looks... Well, no, I guess you have to do that path, huh? This is going to be brutal. Oh, no, you can at least spawn in over here so you don't have to deal with Hyperion, because I don't have a way to deal with him right now. We're still going to have to... Electro is going to take all of our health from Nick Fury or whoever we decide to use. Iceman's going to take, like, all the health from somebody. This one's going to be brutal, guys, ain't going to lie. But what I'm thinking is that we will... Let's see what paths we can go. So if we take C, where does that lead us to? Oh, okay. So we're definitely going to take C because it's the shortest path by far. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh man, I really wish I had an Iceman counter or an Electro counter, but especially that Iceman, that's terrifying. I don't even think my characters can live his cold snap. I might have to bring Nick in there just to shrug it off, waste his first life. At least I don't think Howard's immune to it. No, he's just immune to bleed effects. Let's go look at our champions right quick. I think Sabretooth is immune to it, actually. He is. I mean, I guess we could level up Sabretooth. Or Corvus. I don't know who would be better for this one particular fight. I don't really know that much about Sauron. I don't think that he's immune to it, but we'll at least look. No. Oh boy, guys, this is gonna be rough. We could level up Ghost. I'll figure out something. We're probably going to either level up Sabretooth or Ghost. But I'll let you know whenever we get to that point. In the meantime, I will personally be using probably Wolverine for this first skill fight. And then one of my two sciences, either Mr. Fantastic or Miles for this Mystic. Nick Fury for the science, in all likelihood. And then Sabretooth or Ghost, whichever one I decide to rank up. Probably going to be Sabretooth. Yeah, probably going to be Sabretooth. And then, I guess, Nick Fury for Electro. And then we'll use whoever's left for this boss. But alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Down goes Iceman, and we actually used Howard the Duck. It left him with like, I don't know, a little over like around 40% health or something like that. And that's how we got him down mostly. Then we finished him off with Sabretooth, which is who I decided to go ahead and level up. I didn't rank him up past rank 1, so that's still where he's sitting. Down goes Electro. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Down goes the Hood.
Gonna wrap up Quest 2 of 5.2. And yeah, so pretty easy fight, pretty easy quest. Nothing too exciting. I actually did most of the damage with Nick Fury. He was on his second life after the Electro fight. And yeah, I could have soloed it relatively easily, but I choked at the end. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next quest. And we'll break down what kind of path that we're thinking about taking. Come on, we already know what the rewards are. Alright, let's take a look here. And we're going to go ahead and swap out Sabretooth back for Wolverine, at least for the time being. And let's see what kind of paths we got here. So we have a shorter path here. And where does that lead to? Okay, yeah, so we're going to take the short path again. 5.2 may have short paths for every quest except for the last one. I can't really remember, but I don't think that the the Collector. I don't think that the Collector has a short path. But correct me if I'm wrong. And, you know, we'll be seeing later in this video anyways. But yeah, this is the path I think we're going to take. Let's check the nodes right quick. Start with 2 bars power. We have role reversal as the global node here. So probably going to use Howard the Duck for Phoenix then. Probably going to use Nick Fury for Storm. Maybe one of our sciences for Quake. Probably Miles. And then we're going to come in over here. We're going to spawn into the closer teleporter. And then we're going to use maybe Howard for Unstoppable Colossus. And Spider-Gwen is going to be a pain, I'm not going to lie. But maybe Miles, or, you know, maybe Mr. Fantastic. I'm not really sure. That one probably going to have a death, maybe a couple of deaths, so we'll try to power through that fight, and then we're going to go against this Joe Fixit boss. Nothing too crazy on him. And yeah, we're just same strategy. We're going to use whoever's left at the end, try to get him down. Let's get into it. So just to let you guys know, we're on the last fight of the quest against this Joe Fixit. Spider-Gwen was kind of a pain, but he is a absolute pain in the ass. And yeah, it's already took us a few revives. I think I've used 3 so far. I mean, we're slowly getting him down, but the issue is that this fight would not be that bad if I had a proper counter, but I don't, because I can't bring in Nick Fury. For one, he would have class disadvantage due to the global node, but 2, as soon as he comes in, it's going to give Joe Fixit 5% of his health, and Nick Fury's going to lose his Fury. But the other issue is that my damage is just so low with the characters that I currently have that I cannot dexterity. And if I can't dexterity, then he just beats me to death into my block. So, yeah, just to let you guys know, that's how it's going so far. But I'll be right back with you when we get him down. So it's getting pretty bad. I decided to quit using the 20% revives. I used 3 of them, and I've probably used like 5 40%ers now, which was bought with units. Sucks to have to do that, but I feel like the 20% revives are more valuable for Nick Fury since he can't go above 30% anyways in his second life. So I went ahead and removed Dexterity Mastery because, yeah, it's giving him more health than I can do damage because the characters that I have just can't do damage. So, yeah, we're going to get rid of Dexterity Mastery, so that'll help us maybe save a couple revives. So let's go get him down. Okay, so that helped tremendously. If any of you guys are having trouble with this Joe Fix-It, and you don't have the proper characters to deal with his regeneration from the global node, my recommendation would be definitely take off Dexterity Mastery for this fight. It's not that expensive to remove it and put it back on, just a few units. But yeah, we got him down. Still took more revives than I would have liked. I should have took Dexterity Mastery off from the get-go. I was just stubborn, so you know, it is what it is. But you know, on to the next quest. I think that was our third down, right? So we have 3 left to go. Yeah, before we do anything else, well, actually, let's just make sure the global is not the same. I don't think that it is. Nope, this one's Masochism, so we can get around it by not parrying. Again, this is going to limit Nick Fury, because no matter how you try to play him, we're going to be putting on a bleed, so we'll see how that goes. What other node do we have? Roll Reversal again. Let's go ahead and get Dexterity back on right quick before I forget to do that and get wrecked in first fight that I'm trying to do or something. Okay, so we're still above 900 units. And we're probably going to need every last one of them to try to get through the collector. We may have to go and get more. We may have to go get more revives before then, but we'll see. Okay, so no short paths for us this time. We're going to have to go a long route. So, what do we want to do? This might not be too bad. That Spider-Man would probably be brutal, though. What about over here, then? We definitely can't go up middle. We have nothing to counter that magic. That would be a really bad time. We may go this route. This doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So, we're gonna have to figure out a way to deal with a few of these fights that's... It's going to be a pain with the current roster that I have. You know, Wolverine, he's going to cause Masochism to trigger. In order to get Howard the Duck's Furies, that causes Masochism to trigger. You can't use any of the pre-fight debuffs from Mr. Fantastic. Nick Fury's going to cause it to trigger. So, yeah, going to be really brutal. We have Optimist and Pessimist. Is that what's on all of these? We have Optimist. And we have Roll Reversal, of course, so... we may have to go and try to find a new character to do some of these fights, because I definitely do not have the proper setup to do this currently. Like, at all. We could go around this way, potentially. No, we don't want to go around that way. That Hyperion would be a bad time. So we're going to have to go up this route. Starting with Deadpool and Colossus up here. Okay, well, yeah, I guess we're going to be doing a lot of fights with Miles. Unless we can try to figure out a way to get a different 5-star potentially. I'll let you guys know shortly. I took a quick detour to make one run on threat level 3 for episode 1, 2, not 3 because Mantis is terrifying, and episode 4. So that's going to give us one more 5-star here. Now I think we're going to go for a cosmic, and hopefully we don't get tech. There's plenty of good techs, but I'm not sure they're going to help us with this current quest because it's, you know, again, masochism. May not be a good time. There's a lot of debuff reliant techs. So let's go ahead and get this open. Let's go for it now. That feels like a good one. What do we got? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's get back to Act 5, I guess. That concludes Lines in the Sand. That was brutal. No real strategy to it. Very frustrating quest for the roster that I currently have. I wouldn't recommend doing exactly what I'm doing with the roster that I have. If I wasn't trying to, make content out of this, I definitely wouldn't be trying to push through as quickly as I am. I would definitely delay it more to save units because we're running out of revives really quickly. So we'll take a look at next quest and see how difficult it's going to be. But this quest, literally every single fight was just revive Nick Fury and blitz it. That's about all I could get done. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this next quest here. So our global node is still role reversal and Bane this time, so that's not nearly as bad. We can probably deal with that. I'm thinking we're probably going to go through Moon Knight, probably using Miles, and then we're going to go to one of these two paths. It looks like it's probably going to be this one. There's more mutants on it, so we can use Nick Fury for the mutants. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And let's see. Probably a bit of a mix for these ones that we don't have class advantage in. But, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to go through here. And then we will be using probably Miles or Mr. Fantastic for this Black Panther. After that, we'll probably try to save Howard for these final 3 fights. The King Groot fight here could be kind of rough just because of the amount of health that he's going to have compared to our damage. And then after that, we're going to teleport to A, and we'll use Nick Fury probably by this point, or maybe we can use Phoenix. She's pretty useless without she's actually pretty good with her synergy team, but yeah, I don't have any of her synergy team, so she's not very good as she stands right now. But yeah, I don't know if we're even going to be able to run this quest today. I may have to do some off-screen grinding and get us some more revives first, and then we may save these last 2 quests for tomorrow's episode. That's what I'm thinking, because at this point the video is already starting to drag a little long. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can get through these last 2 quests and yeah, become uncollected. Thank you guys so much for watching.